I am preparing a list of all the important formulas of first POC 2015 exam. This problem has appeared in the list. So finally, before going to the physics exam, you should ensure that you know to solve all these problems. There are nearly some 53 problems appearing in this very important potential problems for this year examination. It's very easy, your job becomes very easy if you learn these 53 problems. And 4 of them are bound to come in the examination. That is the chances of probability of being asked with that particular question. Next question, the greatest and the least resultant of two forces. The greatest and the least, resultants and the least resultants of two forces acting at a point or 5 newtons and 1 newton respectively, or 5 newtons and 1 newton respectively. What is the resultant of these two forces? What is the resultant of these two forces? What is the resultant of these two forces? Find the forces. Of course, to find the resultant, you need to first find the forces individually. Full stop. If the angle between the forces is 50 degree, find the magnitude and direction of the resultant. Find the direction. You need to find the magnitude as well and direction also. Okay. Now, what are the forces acting here? The greatest and the least resultants of two forces are acting at a point are 5 newtons and 1 newton. Okay. What is the meaning of this statement? There are two forces. As usual, let's keep the two forces as P and Q. The greatest and the least resultant of these two forces. When can you get the greatest resultant of two forces? By adding or subtracting? Adding. So it is given that P plus Q is equal to 5. And when can you get the least resultant of two forces? Subtracting. P minus Q is equal to 1. That's all the meaning is. Okay, we shall write. Let P and Q be the two forces. Let P and Q be the two forces. Now, the greatest resultant is P plus Q is equal to 5. Call this equation as 1. the least resultant or the minimum resultant is P minus 2 is equal to 1. Call this equation as 2. Now let's solve them immediately. Solving. When you add 2 and 2 cancels. 2p equals 6. Therefore p equals 3. P equals 3 and q equals 2. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Therefore q equals 2. Substitute the value of p in one of the equations so you get the value of q. We got the individual forces. Okay, now we shall find the resultant, magnitude and direction. Further, you know how to proceed. What is the formula to find the magnitude of the resultant? R is equal to square root of b square plus q square plus 2b cos theta. Here, what is the value of theta given? 50 degree. So you need to open the logbook and check the value of cos 50, and to find the direction you require sin 50 value also. Okay. Now, magnitude of the resultant. Number 1. Magnitude of the resultant. R is equal to square root of p square plus q square plus 2pq into cos theta. Here p is equal to 3, q is equal to 2 and theta is equal to 50 degree. Therefore R is equal to, the resultant is equal to now square root of 3 square plus 2 square plus 2 into 3 into 2, p into q, p is 3 and q is 2 into cos 50. Or R is equal to square root of 9 plus 4, 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4 plus 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12 into cos 50. R is equal to square root of 13 plus 12 times of cos 50. Huh? 0. R is equal to square root of 13 plus 12 into 0.6428. Now you need to simplify, and I think you will be getting around 4.55. R is equal to 4.55 newtons. You get this? Check the value. Final answer. 4.55. First you multiply 12 into 0.6428. You add 13, take the square root. Point. Now what is the next thing you need to find in this problem? Direction of the resultant. Next, the direction of the resultant. The formula is R is equal to tan alpha is equal to, the direction formula is tan alpha is equal to q sin theta, q sin theta over p plus q cos theta. So tan alpha is equal to q is 2 into sin 50 divided by 3 plus 2 into cos 50. 2 is 2 again, 2 into cos 50. It is 2 into. Tell me the value of sin 50 degrees. 0.7660 over 3 plus 2 into cos 50 you told 0.6. Okay. So tan alpha now on simplification becomes numerator. When you simplify numerator, it is 1.532, correct? 1.532, and when you simplify the denominator, it is 4.285. You need to do it. I am just taking the values, that's all directly. You need to do it. Numerator is 1.532. You got that?
Yes, sir.
And denominator is, denominator has 3 plus 2 into 0.6428. That gives 4.285.
0.358.
And when you simplify it, it's 0.3575.
267.
Tan alpha equals 0.3575. Therefore, alpha is equal to. Therefore, alpha is tan inverse of this value. That is 0.3575. Then now write the answer. It's around 19 degrees 40 minutes. 19 degrees and 40 minutes. I think you know how to get this value from Clark's table. No? You know